Are we supposed to divine for children? I guess you already have your answer. I'll still continue anyway. So see, you're supposed to find out the destinies of children. So that if you know that your child is supposed to be a policeman, when a child is young, you start filling the child's head with patriotism, being passionate about policing. So when the child grows up, the child is equipped emotionally. The child is equipped mentally. The child is self-motivated. And the path is straightened. Now, one most important thing at all, one very, very important thing that we are neglecting, taboos of a child. I told you about my personal taboo, not to eat cassava, right? Yet it came as I was being lazy. Okay? So when a child comes, we must find out who that child is. We must find out why the child is here. And we must find out what are the rules of engagement with this child. What must we not take close to the child? What are the colors of the child? Do you understand why we in Africa we use white cloth to decorate children when they are born? Because the white cloth is universal, it's good for everybody. Calms energy. And because everybody has his own colors. Did you find out the colors of these children? There are people that are not supposed to be using black anyhow. When they use black, they get violent. Things start going bad for them. The people that they are supposed to wear white on certain days, did we find out? We do not find out. There are people that are not supposed to be using red. When they use red color on them or eat red food, people will be envying them when they eat food like watermelon. People will be envying them anyhow, even when they haven't done anything wrong or when they don't even have anything. People will be having envy. I said this once some time ago, and someone said human beings are supposed to be envious because the human beings will wish to have things that other people have. Hey, that's a mistake. Do not confuse envy with jealousy. I'm doing spiritual video, but let me teach a bit about English, even though it's not my language. There is a vast difference between jealousy and envy. Don't confuse both. When someone is jealous, the person wants something that you have that they don't. And they wish that they are the ones who had it, not you. That's jealousy. So you can jealous someone's boyfriend. Or you can jealous a friend for having a boyfriend. That means you want the friend's boyfriend to yourself. Or girlfriend to yourself. But when you are envious, you just don't want someone to have something, even though you don't want it. So I don't want it, but I also don't want you to have it either. That's what we call envious. I just want you to lose whatever you have. For no reason. I don't even want it. That's envy. But when I want it and I want you to lose it so that I can get it, that's jealousy. So when you are rich and people want you to be poor, not because they want to have your money, that's envy. When you are rich and people want you to be poor so that they can have that your money, that's jealousy. So know the difference between envy and jealousy. But when someone envies you, when you eat red stuff, and those of you who are not supposed to eat it, when you eat red stuff, then what will happen is that people will see you that you have certain things. They don't even want it. They can't even use those things that you have. But they feel you're not supposed to have those things and they want you to lose them. Everywhere you go, hatred. Everywhere you go, hatred. For no reason. If your parents had done divination for you, they would have known that this particular food is not for you. Don't eat it. I met a woman. I don't want to talk about the relationship with the woman. The woman was asthmatic. And the asthma was very bad. We did divination for the woman. And we realized that this woman was supposed to be sent to her family god deity room to be prayed for. Then we sent her. She was prayed for. When we came, divination showed that the woman, the family god made us aware that this woman is not supposed to be eating banana and yam, roasted yam. If she does, she'll be having complications with the respiratory organ. So we stopped the woman from eating banana and yam, and the asthma vanished. It's been about 6 months now. The woman has never ever experienced asthma once. But roasted yam is one thing that the father liked so much. So the father used to give this child roasted yam because that woman was the father's favorite from childhood. So anytime the father goes to buy the roasted yam, the father will give the roasted yam to the child. The father did not know that he was giving the child what would give the child asthma because the child was not born asthmatic. And banana was also the favorite of the child herself. So anytime that there was banana in their house, in the kitchen, per what she told me, nobody would touch it because they know that it's that woman's favorite. So even if they eat and she's not at home, they will leave her some. Not knowing banana is supposed to be not to be eaten by her. These two food came together to give the girl a lot of complications. The parents did not find out. Are we supposed to find out or do divination for children? I know you have your answer already, but I'll still continue anyway. So there are rules that bind every single individual in this life. There are rules. There are people that when they eat chicken, they'll be poor in their life. Why? Because of the way chicken eats. When they eat, then they'll be using their legs to be pushing some of the dust behind them, pushing some of the food behind them. In tree we say omoshete. So they eat, then they peck it, right? And sometimes too they use their mouth to scrap the earth. So it's a form of ungratefulness if a human does it. Because of that, nature makes such people who eat chicken poor. It's against their nature to eat chicken because their soul does not like the behavior of that animal. But they do not know, and they are eating it. So they will get the best of job, but they will not use that money out of that job for anything good. It's not about getting personal. It's why are you not thinking the way you should be thinking? Why is it that there are people that take very, very bad friends, but they are able to be focused? What happens? You think life is just what you see here. It's funny sometimes the way people think. You think life is just what you see here. So you can see that there is a lot of effect of divination. We have a lot of children in our homes. We don't even know them. We just know them as Akia, Afia, Janet, giving them a lot of big English names. But we don't even know these children. We only know them as our children, but we don't know them. The driver of that body that you have given birth to, that body that you have given birth to, the driver behind that body, do you know that driver? Do you know how the driver is supposed to be driving that body? You do not know. Do you know the destination of that driver, where the driver is supposed to go? You do not know, and you are a parent. How do you guide the child on his or her path when you don't know her destination? If you don't know where the child is going, how do you guide her? The child is just covering her eyes and walking. And you, the parent, your eyes are covered, and you want to guide a child that, oh, this is the best path to take. How does a blind person lead a blind person? Then both of them will fall into a ditch. So before you want to guide your children, tear off the blindfold. You cannot guide your children when you are blind of where they are going. All right? Each of these souls to have family taboos. There is a particular food that people in that family are not supposed to be eating. So check the family around you. Find out that, you see, there is a family that almost everyone has an eye problem. The father has an eye problem. The children have an eye problem. And the aunties, the sisters of the father, eye problem. Why? Because the family is connected to the sun. And the organ that the sun controls on the human body is the eye. And the food that people who are connected to the sun are not supposed to be eating. That's if your family is connected to the sun. The family must do divination to find out, so that when the child comes into that family, you know that, oh, okay, this child is also connected to this family. Therefore, the sun has an effect on this child. Therefore, the son or the child must also stop eating this particular food. We do not stop the child from eating the food. We keep feeding the child that food. And then at a very young age, this child is wearing spectacles in school. Are we supposed to be doing divination for children? I will not tell you yes or no. I'm sure you already have your answer. All right. So my name is Paulvin. Today I came to talk to you about doing divination for children. Those who want to contact me, my number is +233 545 470 920. You may call me anytime and we will talk. Also, I'm doing the best of the teachings on WhatsApp now. I hardly come live nowadays because I'm very busy on WhatsApp teaching people. And there are a lot of people that I'm giving them individual gests. There are certain herbs that I cannot come online here and share because someone will use it. It will help the person because the person is meant to have that herb as part of the person's taboos and destiny. But when that herb is not supposed to be in your destiny, you go and use it, you have issues. Right? So thanks for watching. I'll come your way in another episode with a very powerful one next time. Kindly forward this to people and let them subscribe. I hope you have learned a lot and you know whether you're supposed to be doing divination for children or you're not supposed to be doing divination for children. I hope that Africans, and people around the world will start doing the right things for their children. The gods and the ancestors put this message on my heart, and I think it has been delivered. So, my dear gods and ancestors who are around me, you know I have done my purpose as you've sent me. Thank you for giving me this message, and I thank you also for watching. If you have any question, feel free to comment here. I'll come and reply you, or you can also contact me on WhatsApp. Go through the description section. My WhatsApp link is there. Pick it up and then contact me. I'll send you I'll approve you. Will check you spiritually, and then when you are fit to be taught the right things, we will teach you. Add it to the group, and then you will learn together. Thank you. I'll end the live here. Pray for me too when you go to your altars. All right, I need it all the time because I don't want to. Bye bye.